Hey there, CPO here, and in this video I'm going to show you sort of some wiring of these angel eyes, halos, and I'll even show you the devil eye. So let's see what I have going on here. All right, so I went ahead and plugged in the harness wires for the different LEDs that has the LED drivers on there. Now, if you recall correctly, they provide these nice male spades. Now, you don't have to use these. You can certainly trim these wires to be smaller if you need to, but it is nice that they provide them, and particularly for the initial phase of the install, because it allows you to experiment, which is what I'm doing now. Remember, these are color coded, so orange goes to orange, blue goes to blue, and green goes to green. And then the devil eye is a little separate deal altogether. So what do I have on the Jeep? Well, first thing is I have a ground wire that is going to that ground post right there. And it's got 3 female connectors to mate to the male on the ground here. So I'm going to use that. This is a wire that comes out of my switch inside the cab. This is a switched 12 volt power, what I used to use for my halos. And you'll see I've added a bunch of pigtails. Let's do this. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is for each of these LED drivers, I'm going to plug in my ground. And one more. All right, so grounds are plugged in. Now from here, I get some choices, right? So if you remember, the red is the bright LED, the white is the dimmer LED, and then the yellow is the orange flashback, which is basically what I want to run is the amber. So let me just show you. I'm going to go ahead and plug in the red LED, which is the bright white, for all 3 of these. And let's see what you can see. All right, so that is all 3 of the LED halos. So you have your outer halo ring and your 2 inner angel eyes. That's in white. Now remember, with this version of the Revision 2.0 Signature Series with the switchbacks, we will also have amber options for all of these, and that can be triggered via the turn signal circuit or manually, which I'm going to show you right now. So basically, I'm going to just plug in the yellow, even with the red, because it will take priority as if my blinker circuit came on. Now it's going to be a mess of connectors. All right, so that's as if my blinker just turned on. And you can see now all of those whites have switched to amber, and it's a very nice bright amber. Of course, that's going to go nicely with my theme. Now I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. Normally I would run, when I just had the single outer ring, I ran amber. But I think I like the fact that I have 3 here. I think I'm going to make that middle one turn white instead and run it that way. Let's see what that looks like. There we go. Oh yeah, I like that. Then what I could do is make that center one flash orange with my blinker, but the other 2 will always be on. Let's see what that looks like. Blink, blink, blink. Blink, 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 and then back to white. I like that. Blink, blink, blink. Looks good, right? See, that's the thing is, there's so many options. Where the front one is white, and it blinks with the blinker. and then back to white. I don't know, I kind of think I like that, with this one being the blinker. I don't know, time will tell. So don't worry, I'll wrap this up and then I'll show you how to tap in to the blinker circuit. Yeah, I kind of like that. Oh, I got to show you the devil eye. So the devil eye's in the middle. Again, it's a very subtle red LED, not super bright like these are. And I need to show you that. And I also need to show you the difference in the dim white versus the bright white. So first, the devil eye. So basically, I'm just going to connect this to power and then this to ground, and then I'll show you what that looks like. So you can see that subtle red tint. It's really hard to see in the daylight. Off, on, off, on. Anyway, I'm not going to run that, but if you choose to, that's how it would hook up. And remember, the white wire will allow you to turn that off when your headlights come on if you run that to your main headlight wiring circuit. So again, I'm not using this, but that's the great thing about these is, you know, you've got options, build it the way you want. All right, so now the difference between the dim white and the bright white. All right, so remembering that the red wire is the bright wire, the white wire is the dimmer wire for the white. So if you look at that center halo ring, all I'm gonna do is attach the white wire, leaving the red one there, and you'll see how it changes in intensity. So if you want bright in one situation and dimmer in the other, then that's how you would achieve that. So you can use one or the other wire, or you can put them both on and you'll always get dim. So your choice, but I just wanted to make sure you knew the difference there. I'm gonna run completely bright white. I think it's gonna look better standing out, particularly with the orange there. So anyway, man, that's sharp. And the video doesn't do the LEDs justice. Yeah, that's awesome. Now I gotta go wire up that other one to match. But that's what I'm gonna go with for now. I will add in the blinker functionality and I will show you that, don't worry. I decided to wire everything from the driver's side for my LEDs because I had that one feed that came in from my switch inside the Jeep that was to power the halos. Actually, let me show you that switch. It's this switch right here that says halo lights, and it's a 3-position switch. So in the middle position, there's no power at all. In the bottom position, power comes on whenever I turn the key on. It's got a feed from the accessory circuit, and then in the top position, it comes on and powers my LED halos whenever I want. So I can just push it on there and it's on full time, and that's for when I'm parked or at a show or something like that. So yeah, so that's the switch I have. I'm not going to go into wiring that because, again, these are things that get really complicated quickly to try and follow along with somebody else's build. But you can do something like that for a 3-position. Again, you could build an entire switch panel that does nothing but control all the different variants of your angel eyes and halos and devil eyes. I'm literally just using one switch to turn them all on, off, or have them automatically come on, which is how I normally leave it. And then they act as daytime running lights when I'm driving. All right, so back to here. So that feed comes through, and then I created some pigtails off of that. The harnesses they give you is long enough that I literally just ran that all the way across and then attached to the same wire. So everything comes from there, and it actually made it nice because I could fasten these drivers up here sort of out of the way. That's literally one of the hardest parts about this install, is figuring out what to do with all of this stuff, because you not only have the wires, but you've got these drivers for each of the halos. And it's that way because they're more than just power sources. They have some sort of relay circuitry that manages, you know, the high, the low, the switchback capability, all of that stuff. So it creates a little more bulk But it was nice that they give you a harness that's long enough to come in. This is it right here. I didn't extend it at all, and could tap right into that same feed. So I'm tapped into ground here. I'm tapped into that 12-volt circuit here. And then you'll see on both of these, I have left out my switchback pigtail for that center LED. Remember, that's the one that I want to turn amber when the turn signals come on. So each of those are there.